Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening. Welcome to lecture 3, aircraft structure inspection. So this is step-by-step process of doing aircraft structure inspection. The engineers may receive reports from the technician from the MRO on the aircraft damage and defect. So what you need to do, the process will be aircraft to be put in the hangar, and the aircraft put on jack, shore, and you tracer them. And then if the report is about heavy landing, which structure distortion may be suspected, and then we carry out alignment symmetry check. We do detailed inspection, and before we complete the assessment, we review the manuals, aircraft structure repair manual on the structure, either repairable, non repairable, and the allowable damage. So aircraft to be put on tracer to we call it shoring, and this shoring and tracer will be you can find it in the aircraft structure repair. The purpose of this tracer and shoring to ensure aircraft is back into its original condition. It's straight and level laterally and longitudinally. So when you have aircraft straight and level longitudinally and laterally, that is the original condition of aircraft during design and manufacturing. And this is a good example of how the massive activity of aircraft shoring to ensure the structure are relaxed, no pre-stress at any part of the structure when you bring the aircraft structure back into the straight and level, laterally and longitudinally. And then you do alignment symmetry check. Alignment symmetry check, there are already points in the aircraft. You can go to aircraft structure repair manual, or in the aircraft drawing there are points they call alignment and symmetry check point. For symmetry check, all the dimensions should be the same with minimum deviation. For the alignment is to ensure the aircraft attitude in terms of the datum, horizontal datum, up and down of the horizontal datum. So these are all the points. The modern technique of aircraft alignment symmetry check, they're using like a laser tracker. So they just put the probe at the point, and then the software will read out the point in three-dimensional point in space, and then they can plot the dimension and then the altitude and the aircraft in the computer. So inspection method, there are many inspection methods. The basic method is a visual just by your eyes, or you may use magnifying glass, which this visual may not be that detailed. If you find this is just preliminary inspection, after you suspect the damage is there, and you continue using NDT, eddy current, ultrasonic dipolarizer, X-ray, or gamma ray to inspect to determine the detail of the defect in terms of sizes, in terms of length and depth. And then what happened to the damage area? You find the damage, you remove all unwanted material surfaces, you remove the paint. Maybe if you want to go for detailed inspection, you want to see the damage further, you have to remove all the unwanted material like the paint and prime. And if there are any broken pieces, you remove them all. And if you have got a loose rivet, you remove the rivet. You may want to get access to the internal part of the structure. If your damage found to be shock, for example, you have heavy landing, or you may go through severe turbulence, so that called damage by shock. So most likely there are some secondary structure or adjacent structure has been affected. So you have also to look at the surrounding structure, not just the area where you see the damage physically. You may see other structure. It's not may not be visible clearly, but the damage is there. So you have to expand. If you have this kind of report, and then you have to expand the inspection to other damage. And also you have to look at the deformation or drawn or rivet. That is one of the easier way to see the structure has been defective or damaged. Alignment and symmetry check, twisting, and that is where you use alignment and symmetry check. If potentially if the structure go through shock, go through heavy landing or heavy turbulence, then potentially the structure has been distorted. So this example of the alignment symmetry check, this is an aircraft structure repair manual. This is from B737 manual. It's already have a point determined on the on the structure repair manual, the point to be looked at and the point to be measured. You have to determine the point first. There are peculiar reverts or points. So you can easily identify the point based on the figure. You can see the point number there and the area where the point is. You can locate them because there are some particular reverts or fastener which really the point just for alignment symmetry check. So it's a plan view. And these are all the point. You can see the point number between point to point and the allowable differences. For symmetry check, the alignment, you can see that the point could be around 2 inches, 1 inches, 1.5 inches. So that is allowable. Other than that, it shows the aircraft has been distorted. So this is a point of alignment. Alignment, this point is point above the horizontal datum. As horizontal datum 0 is established, body station 351, buttock station 0, and this should be 0. So this is where we start to measure. We measure point A, point B, point J from this datum point, and any differences will be distortion. You can see the figure is given. For example, height above waterline 14852. Which is the datum, and if you're looking at the checkpoint A, it should be 26.21. If you got figure different than that, is something have happened to the structure. So if you damage structure on the top coat, paint or primer, after damage assessment, only if the top coat is damaged, then restore. So if it's damaged only on the structure, on the top coat, on paint, on the primer, and then you can remove and you just dress them back. So just paint scheme scratches. However, most of the time if you have paint chip or crack, it's already something damage inside or internally in the structure. So what you refer to aircraft structure repair manual. This is an example of structure repair manual 737. You can go to chapter 51 to talk about structure. Thank you. See you again.